Hi, so I am going to make a soup recipe. I promised Paul and Chloe, or just Chloe, I'm never really sure who I'm talking to when I comment on their vlogs, but yeah, so I promised them a soup recipe, and I wanted to make this recipe anyways because it's definitely one of my favorite things to make, and I think it's really easy and healthy but still tastes really good. So yeah, so I'm going to show you. I would just call it like an Asian soup, but I don't really think it's anything specific. Like maybe it's like miso soup with veggies, but yeah, so I'll just show you how I make it. Sorry I don't look super great right now. I'm really tired. It's a long week, but it's still a good time for me to make the soup because it's quick and easy. So anyways, I'll show you what I have, what I start with. I have a pot of water. This is filtered water. Sorry, the bottom of my pot looks really nasty. It just I actually burnt popcorn in it one night, but it doesn't like come off in the cooking. But anyways, so this is my medium-sized pot. I don't measure anything, sorry. I'm just not really like a meticulous cook. But yeah, so it's about filled halfway with water. Maybe it's like 3 cups, I don't know. So yeah, I haven't turned it on yet. It's just cold water, and I put in my carrots. I cut the carrots into like bite-sized cubes. The thing about this soup is that everything is sort of optional. It's really easy to like modify the soup based on like what you have or what you like and don't like. And carrots are definitely not something that I always have in my kitchen here. So, so I don't always put them in. But the only thing about this soup, you can put in whatever you want. You can modify ingredients, but you have to cook things like in a specific order. So the carrots are really hard, so they have to go in first so that they have the time to cook, while the other vegetables won't take as long. Okay, so we just have water and carrots, and I'm gonna bring this to a boil. So I'm just gonna turn it on high and let that come to a boil. When it comes to a boil, I'm gonna add other stuff. I'll show you right now. This is the miso paste that I buy. They have a lot of different kinds at the store. I just buy this one because the ingredients are pretty good. Some of them have a long list of ingredients, and sometimes the ingredients are like really weird things. But this one's just rice, soybeans, which are non-GMO, which is a good thing to look for if you can read it, salt, and alcohol, which I don't know, maybe is like a preservative or something. I'm not sure. Helps ferment it. But yeah, you can try a couple different ones until maybe you find one you like. But that was just how I decided which one to buy. So I'm gonna let this come to a boil, and then I'll show you what I do next. Alright, so my soup is boiling, obviously very rapidly. I put my miso paste into this bowl. Probably, I don't know, let's see, maybe like half the container. Yeah, about half of it. This is small. It's probably like 2 or 3 tablespoons. And the water's boiling. And this is my way of dissolving the miso paste. I know it's might be a little bit weird, but I take some of the boiling water and I pour it in the bowl with the miso paste. If you get some carrots in there, it's fine. Alright, I'm gonna lower the heat on this because it doesn't really need to be like rapidly boiling right now. Alright, so I have my miso paste with my boiling water, and I'm just gonna mix it in. This is the only fork that I have. If you have a whisk, I would definitely recommend using that instead, or a metal fork, but yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna stir this around until it dissolves. Alright, so my miso paste is mixed in with the water. For the most part, there's a little chunk stuck on my fork. But yeah, I just like to do it this way because then I know that all the miso paste is dissolved. I used to just do it in the soup, but then like I'd be eating the soup and find like a random like little chunk of miso paste, and it wasn't really fun. So yeah, this is how I do it. So after I have that all mixed, I just add it back into the major soup, stir it in. So now I have the base of my soup all put together. Alright, next step. So I want the soup to be boiling, slightly boiling. I'm going to add eggs. So I'm doing eggs for my protein. I sometimes do tofu. I've done shrimp before. I'm sure you can do other meat, but I don't cook meat, so I can't give you any recommendation on what to use and how to cook it. But yeah, I can tell you how to do the eggs really well. So we're gonna do eggs. I'm gonna wait till my soup boils a little bit. Alright, it's pretty boiling. Alright, it's kind of boiling, so this is like a good place to have it. And I have my scrambled eggs, I guess you'd call it, mixed up eggs. I'm going to pour the eggs into the soup. Here's the trick to get really good eggs. So I poured the eggs in and I just like give it a little stir and wait a second, give it a little stir, be very gentle with it. Give it a stir, wait a second, stir. Alright, by then the eggs are pretty much cooked. Because the trick is that you want to break up the eggs, but you don't want to like whisk them or like mix them in there too. I don't know how you want to. Then you'll just like end up with like no chunk of eggs. I'm really not saying this very well. I'm sorry, I'm not being very articulate. But I think you get the point that you get like pieces of eggs like this. Alright, so I have my eggs in there. Alright, I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. So it's like a medium low. And I'm going to add some more veggies. So this is bok choy. These are the stems. And some chopped up mushrooms. So I'm going to add all this in now. If you want to do cabbage, cabbage is really good in the soup. And this is when you would add the cabbage. Trying to think what else you can do. I know like as soon as I like edit this vlog and post it, I'm going to remember and be like, damn it, I should have said this or that. But I do make my soups kind of thick. You can make it however you want. You can definitely add less vegetables or like add more water. Alright, so I'm just going to let this simmer until the vegetables get soft. It'll probably only take like 5 minutes. So I'm just going to add some frozen corn. You can definitely do fresh corn if you have it. Or canned corn if you prefer. I got this corn at Cookbox or Pineapple Store. And the tops of the bok choy, because remember I already added like the bottom like stem part. So this is the tops because they don't take very long to cook. Like honestly only like a minute. They'll wilt really quickly in the hot liquid. So I just add those in. Let that cook for a minute. I'm going to add a little bit of sesame oil. This is the one that we like and use. It's like a toasted sesame oil. So I'm just going to add some of that. And I like to add sriracha. This stuff is so good, and I actually found like, I've seen some knockoff srirachas and I've tried them, but I actually found like the real like name brand sriracha at Cookbox, which I was so excited about because I really missed it. It's a really small bottle, so I will honestly go through this really fast, but it's delicious and worth it. If you like hot sauce, you should try it. If you haven't already, I'm sure everyone's had sriracha. Or maybe it's an American thing, I don't know. But anyways, okay, so here's the soup. It's done. I'm dropping it on the stove. I made brown rice on Sunday. I just keep it in the fridge for meals. So I just put some brown rice in the bottom of the bowl. It's cold. I didn't even reheat it. And I scoop out the soup and just put it on top of the rice, and it'll heat up the rice. So there you go. That's my quick and easy Asian soup. I hope you try it. Let me know if you try it, and let me know if you like it, or let me know if you don't, or let me know if you do something different with it, or let me know if you want to see more recipes, or just let me know. All right, bye.